Good evening and welcome to the Shadows of New Orleans. Tonight we're joining, at this point, a couple of mages and a vampire as they go to visit the newly opened Crossroads Bar and Grill. Crossroads is somewhat unique in that the leadership of the werewolf community, the leadership of the mage community, and the leadership of the vampire communities have all said, you can go here, there's places here you can discuss supernatural business, and you're safe here. Violence is off limits. It's under protection, that sort of thing. It's the only place in the city that all relevant groups have declared to be a safe space. It's relatively quiet this evening, and while it looks like a fairly calm outside, the inside is done in a New Orleans kind of laid back voodoo atmosphere. The proprietor, who's known to be Papa Midnight, who we see here, he stays in his. He's got minimal staff, and he can be found moving about through the bar as people begin to arrive. And with that, I'll turn it over to you guys to intro yourselves as you see fit.
So Lillian's gonna go ahead and come on in. She's heard about this place, just probably via some texts and other assorted tucked away places on the darknet. And she kind of looks around. She doesn't have any effects up because that kind of runs against what she's heard is the big rule of this place. What kind of place am I looking at?
It's, I think of the best. It's not a dive bar. It's very done up, very nice. But again, it's got that kind of cozy feel. You know, it's dark, not dark, but a dimmer atmosphere. A lot of voodoo and occult type symbolism. African art, that sort of thing. A lot of dark wood, leather, natural tones, but there's modern elements blended in. You know, stainless steel light fixtures, but they seem to accent the style rather than contrast it.
Alrighty.
Miles will walk up to the outside of the bar, smoking a cigarette, pull it out before he goes in. And then he will go ahead and walk on in. He's going to just kind of, he's not sure if it's a wait to be seated place or like, it's just like sit wherever, but so he just kind of stands by the door smelling of formaldehyde. Probably a mixture of formaldehyde and cigarette smoke at this point, but not the most pleasant smell.
All right, so we have the doctor and Lillian are both just inside, or did she take a seat?
Yeah, she had just rolled in. She'll probably grab something non-alcoholic.
Okay.
And be that bitch and just get like, you know what? Wait a minute. I know what she's gonna do. She's one of those bitches that actually gets like the sparkling like tonic water. That nasty ass shit. Yeah, she likes that.
Like legit tonic water?
I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Where you basically just given carbonated water.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that.
All right, so as the gentleman at the bar serves you, Papa Midnight kind of, as he walks past, he says, "Good evening. Thank you for stopping out visiting.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Crossroads." And then he'll go over to the doctor. And good evening to you as well, sir. Perhaps I can offer you. And he pull from inside his vest. He'll pull out a cigar. The touch of flavor from the Creole.
I'll shrug and say, if it's not too much trouble, I would love to give it a shot.
Of course not. These are one of my own personal favorites, imported from Haiti. Can I get you a table, or are you looking to join the bar?
A table, please.
Certainly. This right over this way. We have plenty of options. And he'll sit you at a. You'll notice all the tables are round. And it's actually glass laid atop, like different wagon wheels, bike wheels, that sort of thing. And he takes you to a fairly large one. Seats you. There's 4 or 5 empty chairs there yet. And he says, "We can start you with a beverage or some food. Let us know."
Water for me, please. And I'm still thinking on food. Thank you.
Of course, we can certainly arrange that. You will head over to get a glass of water, and I will need a perception awareness from both of the mages.
Ooh.
I'm very glad that I did some mental empowerment way back when.
And the other two, you are welcome to intro yourself. And I believe the link for our dice room is in the side chat already.
I'll put it up.
Oh no, that was a straight up botch. No.
I got 4 successes.
Avalon is going to walk up to the bar, and she's kind of going to take a peek over the front window if there is one.
Yeah, the picture you see there is what the bar looks like from the front. So there's the 2 picture windows with their logos, the two exit doors, and then the main entrance is through the archway.
Yeah, she's gonna peek in through the window briefly and inside.
And inside, you would see that the Papa Midnight has just finished seating someone else, sets down a glass of water, and comes up to the door. "Good evening, madame. Can I help you find a table? Or are you looking to perhaps seat at the bar?"
The table is fine, please.
You kind of lead you further back, and he said, "Would you care for a table of your own, or shall we set you up with company?" Because a crossroads is a place of meetings, of course.
I'll take some company. Why not?
He takes you over to the table where this gentleman is sitting, and he says, "Good sir, we have some company for you this evening, it seems. Here at the Crossroads, we strive to encourage meetings, for the Crossroads is a point of conjunction. Many paths lead in and many paths lead away. One might approach alone and leave with company, approach with company and leave alone."
Sounds good to me. He'll extend a hand to Evelyn and say, "I'm Dr. Miles Bjornson. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Out of character. Tiger,
Yes.
who did you take to the fountain thing?
It was the doctor, so they've seen each other. I don't know if they actually like got an introduction.
Tiger, with 4 successes, you know that you're standing in a fairly potent wellspring. The Crossroads here is a fairly large, powerful node. However, there's other elements to it as well that you can't quite put your finger on.
Yeah. But she will extend her hand anyway and say, "Our paths have met once before this, but
His face just, you know that like look of a man who's been completely called out, even though this is really a calling out. That's what he's kind of looking at. Like his face just kind of drops. And he's like, "I am so sorry."
she just chuckles." It's a big city. Can't remember everyone's face after one encounter.
Still feel bad.
Yes. She will sit down with him. So, anything exciting going on in here this evening?
The owner gave me this cigar, and I'll just kind of like waggle it between his fingers.
Well, I mean, you two are in here.
Would you like to join us?
Oh, fuck it, why not? And Lillian kind of glides over. She doesn't really smile when she says any of this. In fact, she's kind of a cold, dead fish when it comes to facial expressions.
Excellent. The guy that works with dead people is sitting across 2 very different kinds of dead people.
Yep.
Speaking of dead people,
Hell yeah.
it seems like an appropriate time for Striga to walk in. Although she doesn't know anybody here, so she takes a seat at the bar a fairly innocuous distance away. Not quite looking at them yet, but getting a feel for the general atmosphere of the place.
You would have heard of Papa Midnight because of your ties to the voodoo culture and stuff. Obviously, he's called Papa Midnight. It's fairly self-explanatory.
Is he
but-
sitting there with the group?
He is the proprietor. And he will approach you as you come up to the bar. "Good evening, mesdames. Can I get you something?"
She'll take a look around and flash him a cocky smile. I'll have an old-fashioned.
He goes behind the bar. And says, "Will that be sweet, I assume? Or sour?"
You know it.
As I suspected.
Sweet.
He mixes it, and as he sets it up, he goes, "I will admit, I expected you to be more of a Bloody Mary fan."
She'll laugh a bit. Nothing quite beats the bite of an old-fashioned. And besides,
It's
that's how
true.
you test whether or not a bar is good.
Admittedly, more often they are questioning my quality of absinthe or my ability to mix a mint julep, but an old-fashioned is a good classic as well.
So anything interesting in the rumor mill lately?
It is a busy city. There are always rumors. The tough part is deducing which parts of the rumors are relevant.
I take it anything that's entertaining is relevant.
Well, entertaining is I suppose depends on the point of view. One perhaps point of interest is that I have recently gotten approval for the permits that on Midwinter's Eve we will be holding a pagan fest outside the Crossroads and through a couple of the larger squares in the French Quarter.
Ooh, fascinating. I'm sure that's bound to draw out all sorts of interesting people.
I'm reaching out to a number of the different cultures and beliefs. My hope is to get a variety of experiences to celebrate. There are a number of large squares I got permits to gather at. I got burning permits to do any bonfires in these squares, provided they are properly managed. The fact of the matter is that this city is a city of mysteries. And part of that mystery is the diversity of belief. People think of New Orleans always the voodoo culture or the old Christian culture brought by the Spaniards and the French. But they forget that many have mingled here over the generations and centuries. It was a port for immigrants. It was a trading site. We had those coming from Mexico bringing their various beliefs. We had those coming from Europe fleeing, bringing their beliefs. The Wiccans, the polytheistic cultures, the Mediterranean cultures. These are all beliefs that should be celebrated and promoted that others might get to know them as well. What better way than on the longest night of the year? A holy night in many of those cultures.
I always look forward to nights like that.
We've heard other bits and pieces, but nothing terribly entertaining or interesting. But he kind of gestures over to the table. It seems we have a gathering occurring, appropriate as this is the Crossroads. Perhaps they know more than I do.
Indeed, though I'd not wish to impose. Trying to catch one of their eyes for approval.
Blank look back. There's no opposition or approval.
Miles will just kind of wave her over.
In typical vampire fashion, she'll take the invitation and pull up a chair next to the rest of them. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, what brings the three of you out tonight?
I'm currently searching for the cure to boredom.
Pretty much the same. Just want to get out of the house for a little.
Indeed, it's nice to have a change of pace.
Well, I take it the cure for boredom is a bit of mischief. Question is, what's your poison?
Miles kind of like waves the cigar again.
My mischief normally doesn't happen here. Though here is a nice change of pace. Oh, Holly, if that's you talking, you are massive. You are hella quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. I tend to hang out in this city, so this is quite the change of pace. And she's got a spacey look on her face.
So we're all a bit out of our element right here.
Seems like it.
Papa Midnight will approach, kind of overhearing that comment, and he says, "But that too is part of the Crossroads. It is a place of change where one must decide which path to go down. There's a place that is neither here nor there, but a little of both. And the importance of the Crossroads is how one reaches the other side as well. For it straddles both sides.
So I suppose the question is, what paths are there to take here?
That in itself is a very broad question with many roads that could lead out of it.
I'm in a
For-
gambling mood.
At the Crossroads, not everyone is who they think they are, nor are they what they appear. He says, "Excuse me for a moment. It seems we have another one who has found his way to an intersection." And he steps away from the table and he'll go up to Dresser who had just walked in. "Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Crossroads. Are you looking for a drink, a warm meal, or perhaps simply some company?"
Oh, now I already had all the company I wanted to. I smell like Badussi already. I just heard there was a party here, and I just came on in. How you doing? Name is Dresser.
He holds out a hand. "Good evening, Dresser. They call me to Papa Midnight."
Ooh-wee. He gives him a pound, pulls him close to the backhand slap. What's up, bro?
He kind of looks at him. He smirks a little bit and he says, "We will get along just fine."
All right. Ooh, I know her. That's the girl with the splits. You gotta go do her hair. Excuse me, pal.
There, she has a number of friends this evening. Perhaps he kind of turns that he's between you and the table, not blocking your way, but just so they can't like can't see exactly. And he pulls out a wooden box and he says, "The doctor there, he already has partaken, but perhaps the rest would enjoy a gift from the newcomer." And he holds the cigar box out to you.
Jason goes, all these for me?
There, will do it. You will do it them what you will. But it seems to
I'll
me
smoke
that
over there for me.
what a man does with such a opportunity says a lot about him.
You ain't said nothing but a word. Listen, my homie.
Mr. Dresser, you indicated that you are perhaps a man talented with a razor.
Oh, I am. Yes, sir.
That is good. I will have business for you. It's hard to find a good barber anymore.
I'm the best in the trim, man. Just ask anybody.
That is good to hear. Do you have a card, perhaps?
I have a few. Here you go.
He'll go in his pocket and he'll say, "No, I would be a poor host and proprietor if I kept you from your company. Can I get you
Here.
anything to drink?"
No, but if you cover your ears right quick.
He kind of chuckles a little bit at that, and he'll like very deliberately puts one finger into each ear.
And he screams at the top of his lungs, Lily! Lily! I'm coming!
The most subtle, imperceptive twitch in Lillian's eye as she hears the screaming. She'll
He
exhale.
removes his fingers and he says, "My boy, you might have a voice that could wake the dead." And around here, that'd be a dangerous proposition.
Sure, you're right.
Avalanche kind of turns her head and looks over at the sound of the scream.
She will look. Yeah, she's gonna look to Dresser.
I will need a perception awareness from Dresser as well.
I mean, I guess you really want me to roll dice. Yeah.
You know, it's like we're playing a tabletop game.
I don't believe it.
But
We can just roll. Heard it.
I'm going to assume shortly after that Papa Midnight will notice another newcomer arriving.
I'm going to assume that that's me.
Correct.
Wait. And so as she came in, she heard this scream. A voice she's heard before. She's never heard it scream like that, but and she will she feels like, oh, at least there's people I know here, to herself. And she's just gonna saunter through. Those that get around her will have a sweet smell that just makes you want to have sexual relations with her. And she's going to make her way towards people she knows, because that's what you do.
Yep. Lillian will wave to Banty as she walks in.
And she'll smile and wave. And avert towards the young woman.
Which young woman? There's like three.
yeah, we're all sitting at a table together.
Oh. Then she will probably not interrupt. She might walk towards Lily, but if she sees she's at a table, like in the middle of a conversation, she will leave them their privacy.
The proprietor will, he takes a deep breath and he goes, "Something tells me that is not simply the smell of a fine Havana." He holds out a hand and he says, "Good evening. I am Papa Midnight. Welcome to
She
the Crossroads."
She smiles at that. She feels a bit of a kinship in a way to this man. He very much portrays things she's very closely related to.
We'll need a perception awareness from you as well.
Okay.
And he'll say, "It seems we have quite the gathering forming here at the Crossroads tonight. This is good. It's a shame when the Crossroads becomes," and he kind of arches an eyebrow and smirks a little bit, and he goes, "a ghost town."
She's gonna chuckle at that.
John Dean, do I need to make an athletics check? Because I'm about to run over tables and get Lily.
Like literally over the tables, like on top of them.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with the Dex Athletics.
I got Daredevil. I get 3 dice. Right?
Calmly takes her club soda off the table so Dresser doesn't trip.
You will. Yes, that would apply.
Got the show out. I get 3 dice, or do I lose the difficulty? What is it? I forget.
Daredevil should be 3 dice, I thought. I can look. I have a book up. I know it's weird when I actually have books and we're using dice.
Bruh. I don't know if I can handle this.
3 dice to non-combat, non-magic rolls involving physical act of incomprehensible stupidity. Well, they're glass tables, so I think that applies.
This is gonna be awesome.
So for those who came in late, the Crossroads, the outside looks like the picture there. The inside is a little bit more dimly lit. It's done in a lot of like the New Orleans voodoo folk art type, a lot of local culture, but there's also like African folk art and sculpture. Some modern accents here and there, but it's a lot of dark wood and leather. All of the tables are different types of, whether it be a wagon wheel or a bicycle wheel. It's a wheel with a piece of glass fitted on top of it. And then real simple chairs. Very low profile to give that feeling of openness. You know, that kind of a, even when you're seated at a table, you still feel like part of more than just your table. You know, like you'd feel comfortable leaning over, talking to the next table over. That's kind of the atmosphere you get.
I got one success on my perception check you asked for.
All right, you would recognize that the Crossroads here is a fairly potent node as well. There's other sort of like mystical undertones to it, but it's definitely a wellspring.
Interesting. Okay.
And just as a, because I know some people are newer to the venue, one of the notable features of New Orleans is that despite its cultural and religious diversity, there are very few well springs, and that has made many of them sort of a point of contention as people struggle for control over them. This particular one has been declared to be a safe place for any supernatural. The leaders of each community independently said, I'm backing this place, don't start stuff here. So he will, Papa Midnight will go over to the group. As he does, he kind of checks over the couple of the glass tables, just gives them a gentle brush off with the cloth. And spins a chair from another table around, and he says, if it's going to be a gathering, I assume we want to include everyone.
Yeah, for sure. I got it. That was pretty badass.
I know, right?
I won't lie, I was pretty sure you weren't going to make that.
Man, please, Dressel. Sharp as a tick. I'm ready to tack, and I'm ready to tick. How y'all doing? I got a advantage. I'm gonna smoke all these and y'all don't. Yeah, come on.
Hey, Dresser.
Doc!
Can I get anyone else a beverage? A Red Bull for you, sir, perhaps, Mr. Dresser.
I'm high on life, man.
You appear to potentially be high on a great many things, including my
I'm
tables.
good. This is all natural. He takes one of his nails and he just slices off the back of one of the cigars. And he's like, "Can I get a light? Somebody who can hook me up. Let's do this. Let's smoke all these. Let's do this."
Miles will pull out a lighter and hold his own cigar out, like he's asking him to do the same to his.
Yeah, right. He did the little puff spin thing.
Papa Midnight will look at your lighter and pulls out a box of wooden matches and sets them down on the table.
So how's everybody doing?
I believe we're getting closer to finding the cure for boredom. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh man, I'm good. I'm so good. I done cut so many heads, did so many dreadlocks. Been busy. It's good. And bonus note, I found a club I got a meeting at where I'm gonna get what I need to fix my mojo, if you know what I'm talking about.
Interesting. Alrighty.
Who are these people I don't know? I mean, I know the doc, I know Lily. I met that. You were in that one place. You're looking dead at Avalon. I know you. For those who don't know me, I'm Russell.
And it is a pleasure to see you again.
That word means something different in Haitian.
That it might, man. That it might. But I won't hold it against you.
You better not hold nothing against me. You go pussy the death sentence.
She just gives you this big pout. Like, oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, y'all ain't know? Oh, my bad. Was that supposed to be a secret or something? She never said it was a secret. It's supposed to be? Damn.
It's not particularly a secret. It's just good information for those that want to know.
Tell me this straight. So if a girl hit it, like, and don't get all, but she don't have does the same thing happen?
The law make the rules, not me.
That's deep. That's deep, though. That's deep. Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but when I was after my orgy, I ran into these people that they might have been something different. I don't know what they was though.
Something different, you say?
How are they different?
Something.
Well, see, I looked at them, right? Because I know they was different though, right? Because everybody got all the different juices flowing through their chakras and stuff and chi and stuff. I took a look at it, and it wasn't mages. See, and I don't think they was dead. They was something else. And isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's cool, right?
No, it's cool as fuck. We need to go and find them.
I don't know, man. They look kind of thuggish. I'm just saying, they could look kind of thuggish. One of them like
we also look thuggish. It is fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
No. I look kind of thuggish. No. Ain't no thuggery at this table, but me.
No, okay, hold on now. I don't think you know the kind of things I get into. Look, all I'm saying is, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure you ain't about that life. Hey, I think there might be. You look to the left, you look to the right. I think I met some vampires.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
I think I did. They got fangs and shit.
Damn. Do they sparkle too?
Huh?
Do they sparkle too?
Well, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna meet one. I'm gonna ask him. I got a whole list of questions I want to ask him.
Avalon just kind of looks at her And she says, "Do they sparkle?"
I'm just saying though.
Just a weird look.
They
could.
one of the back doors to the tavern opens, and you see it leads to some stairs headed down, and a guy pokes his head out, and he goes, "I am not sure what all the drawing and singing out is, but you keep it up, and I'm gonna be forced to come up and knock some heads around. We're down here trying to flip some cards. No need to keep the noise going."
You got beef, partner?
You're asking for quiet in a bar?
No one
Wait,
said
are you-
about
Isn't it?
no one said
Okay.
about quiet. Just keep it a little bit reasonable.
In a bar?
I don't know. This sounds
Or-
pretty reasonable for a bar. Who are you again?
He comes up and he looks over his shoulder and he says, "Johnson, I swear to God and Sonny Jesus, if you mess with them cards while I'm up here, put another bullet through your head." And he walks over and he says, "Name's George Otis."
Well, at least now I can respectfully tell you, using your proper name, that, well, this is pretty reasonable, George. And I don't think any of us or you really want any trouble here. It's a rowdy night. People are getting excited.
He kind of shrugs and he says, "That's an understatement. Even during the war, I didn't hear people yelling that much about flowers that you could hear them through the floor."
Okay, out of character, how old does this guy look?
30s maybe.
Okay, cool. I just needed to know because Lillian was just going to assume a specific war depending on his age. She'll just say, I mean, I'm not sure how things were in Iraq, but I mean,
Roll me a perception alertness.
okay. Oops. That is one success. That is not 20 successes.
Kind of only.
Right?
He's dressed in like just a cotton shirt and blue jeans, but you would notice a pair of old revolvers hanging on his hips.
1800s era?
Yes.
She'll just look down and say, oh, and either you're a collector or you're not talking about Iraq, are you?
He smirks a little bit and he says, "We come to the Crossroads from a lot of different directions, friend. As I said, we all get a bit rowdy, but that much screaming over flowers, they must be damn good flowers."
To be fair, have you checked them out yet? They may be some very interesting flowers.
Oh, shut up, man. Come over here and come fill you up with something.
I'm just saying, you're gauging someone else's emotional reaction. Have you experienced the thing yet? Have you? No, I'm asking very legitimately. I'm not trying to.
Billy, you so cold. You know ain't nobody experienced you.
I mean, to be fair, when we send flowers to our girls, there was always roses. And it was usually the girls doing the screaming. Not grown men yelling about lilies.
Look, I will straight kick you in the nuts. What is your problem, man?
To be fair, masculinity has evolved quite a bit since She'll look down. The 1800s.
Man, you take them guns off, I will fuck you up.
Yeah, chuckles a little bit, and he says, I believe you could give it to Sporting Chance. But the
Matter of
problem is, the
matter of
longer
fact-
I'm up here, the longer that son of a bitch Johnson is down there cheating the cards.
Well, take your punk ass
It's gonna
back
be a
down
whole
there.
deck, be a whole deck of nothing but aces
Oh.
by the time I get back down there.
Go down there. You came your old ass up here. So take your old ass right the fuck back where you was.
Especially if you win your card game.
You may want to get a new deck if that's the case then.
He's still a bit salty over a bet we had.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Are we gonna settle this like some gangsters or we good?
He just kind of shrugs and he says, not to my house, I'm just a visitor too. Just thought I'd put in a request for some common courtesy for the other guests. But if that was out of line, let me know. Been a while since I throw knuckles, but I might still got it in me.
Fuck it. Lillian's just going to stand up on a chair right quick, project her voice on and say, excuse me, everybody. Does anyone here have any opposition to the level of merriment that is occurring in the bar right this moment?
He said, Jessica goes, my level of merriment is appropriate.
She flips off dresser.
Got any problems?
Tim, I need a high-low from you.
Let's do low. Fuck it.
All right.
Wing of
Hey.
those sweet chariot.
You, give me a Dex Athletics then.
This is going to be great. Alrighty. Sorry, just pulling up my stats so I know how much athletics I have. Alrighty, that's how much athletics I have. Oh,
Only
hey, that's how much dex I have. There goes 4 successes. Does lightning reflexes count here?
Yes.
Okay, then that is 6 successes.
So you stay on your chair just fine. Catch your balance as a hole in the floorboards next to you appears with a loud bang, and from down the basement, you hear a voice. I got an objection to your damn level of merriment. And I got an objection to that lying bastard up there running his mouth about a card game instead of down here throwing some cards. I don't know who y'all are, but quit picking arguments with that ornery fuck so he gets back down here.
Your mama?
Papa, I'll pay for the floorboard, I know. Not the first one, won't be the last.
Look, I'm just asking to see if anyone had a problem with our level of excitement. Also, you sound very salty. It may have to do with that bet you lost.
That's it. Now I gotta cut you.
You guys hear footsteps come pounding up the stairs,
Oh, shit.
and it's a
This is why I don't play Charisma 1 characters.
fairly burly guy, and he
Yes.
looks over
Under
and he goes,
the face palms.
Otis, you sure know how to find him. You got smart mouse, and we're gonna have a party up here. So be it. No sense sitting in the basement playing cards.
Why are we
Next,
starting?
next, we'll be bringing the girls up here too.
Insinuated I wanted to throw hands. I was just asking if you were salty about that bet you lost. Because we were directly told that you were salty about that bet you lost.
You just picked a fight, dumb son of a bitch. We got to throw hands now.
Yes.
He looks at the first guy to come up, and he says, "George, I think after all this time you would let that bet go. I know you won. Why don't you get the hell over it and play some cards?" George just chuckles and he goes, One of these days, James, you're going to have to just let it go. You lost fair and square. That doesn't mean you got to cheat now.
Jester just looks over at the two of them and goes, look, I understand y'all having some kind of old man flashback right quick, and that's cool. We about to turn this bitch up to 11. That means I'm going to call some strippers and some thugs and some goons and all kinds of people that like to get naked. We're going to kick it old school with bathtub gin and titties and smoke.
Wait, what? What the fuck? I feel like I missed some steps here.
We about to get crunk now.
No, you didn't. I assure you didn't.
We done been challenged, Playboy. No. All right, I'm about to call some people. We're going to get naked and drink.
I don't understand.
Because you always need strippers. That's why.
Just get Overwatch. I'll just play Overwatch while you're doing that. It's fine.
The bigger guy, the second one, he says, if you was looking for some simple shining girls, you didn't have to come in yelling about flowers. They're down in the basement.
Oh, what you mean? What? What?
What's
And
in the basement?
he gestures around the tavern and he says, well, Papa Midnight's kind enough to run such a fine establishment. It would be a little rude to, maybe off-putting for other customers if we have the dancing girls and the good booze up here. Not everyone comes in looking to find a den. But
he starts walking in a direction, almost pulled magnetically. I didn't know by his crotch. I didn't know that we were going to have that sort of entertainment.
No, don't. Oh no. Okay, now I have to watch him.
Oh,
Y'all just became my new best friends. What we gonna do now?
Look, I know that you're probably going to engage in many vices that do not overlap with my vices. You have your sexual fun with to have it with.
Huh? You was talking? Words coming out your mouth. I didn't hear none of them. What was that now?
No, go fuck Dresser. It's fine.
Like myself? Like a stage show? Ooh.
No. I assume that you're going to go down there and have sexual relations.
What makes you think they want Dresser? I mean, it's not like I'm going to exude major pimp game down there. It's not like that's going to happen. It's not like my Rasayana chakra toward that direction has been.
Look,
They could be like. No, before I go down there, we got to finish our talk we was having about the vampires.
Yes, I do need to know.
I'm going to be down in a minute. Y'all just wait. I mean, I know I was going to fight y'all a second ago, but I changed my mind because I'm mercurial. My bad. Go play cards and keep them girls warm. I have to talk to these people right here. I'll be right down there. I can roll my charisma 4 and carousing. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll roll dice. Can I roll dice, John?
yeah,
Thanks,
that's fine.
John. Thanks, John.
But this is
I'm trustworthy. Does that count as a
I'm not sure that's applicable to what you're doing here.
Well, he's wrong carousing, right? Like, I wouldn't go partying with someone I didn't trust. That's just a bad idea.
I'm not saying I thought about that when I made the character. I'm just saying.
Like, I'm just throwing this out here as the resident fraternity brother in this group. I ain't partying with people I don't trust. I don't party with geeks or SIGs. Fuck those guys.
yeah. No, you can't get your drinks around them. You gotta remember what happened the next day.
Yeah.
Oh.
All I'm gonna add is yet again the mages are the cause of like all the disturbances in the scene.
I ain't do nobody.
We got
No,
bro.
you
We got time.
I just rolled up and started smoking a cigar. That's all I've done.
No,
I got 2 success per housing roll.
All right, well, when you're down there, there's certainly a couple of.
I'm not going to tell them. I'm just to see if they'll calm down enough. To say, okay, we'll meet you down there.
Oh yeah.
While I have this up here. Did they do that? Did they leave?
Yep.
All right. This is like, see, you just got to know how to talk to people. So look, about these vampires.
Yes, that's the thing that I'm more interested in.
Look, can we have the? I mean, do they function? I mean, because they dead, right? I mean, do they? Can you?
Are you asking if they can fuck?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you know? I mean, figure out it. Y'all
Okay.
have been around the little thing. Can
Well,
you Google it?
Is rolling
I
her
don't know.
eyes.
Okay, so here's the thing. All I have to go off of is like TV and shit. Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay. Speak on.
Vampires are innately like seductive creatures and shit, right? That's
So they mad pimp. Cool.
It would seem kind of counterintuitive if they could not fuck.
Okay. All right. So that mad vampire game that they have, right? So like, that's not going to like that's not going to overgame me, right? Like I don't have to like. Do I need to like protect myself, or is there going to be some game that they're going to spit that I can't do nothing about? You a doctor, doctor? I mean, this is medical, right?
No,
I'm
I'm a doctor.
Okay.
For one thing, yes, protection is always a good idea in this situation. For another thing, from a biological standpoint, one would assume no blood flow means at least the dudes could not perform.
Oh, right.
That being said, there's a lot of weird shit going on.
I mean, so like lube is a thing, right? So like if I'm gonna go get with one of them, I should use some lube. That's a thing.
I would assume so.
I feel like that's a good idea, regardless.
Yeah, right. I ain't bringing mine though.
Being dead things they shouldn't be moving at all, but they do if they are real.
I mean,
So if they could get it up, I would not be surprised.
so they can have like magic dick and vaginal powers. Then that could be a thing, right?
I mean, probably. Who knows? I don't know vampires.
Damn, I should have asked them.
What did you ask the vampires? She's now asking the vampires in the room.
Wait, there's vampires?
No. Lillian just looked over to Avalon and what's your character's name? Striga, and asked, do y'all know any vampires?
Striga just kind of raises both of her eyebrows.
I'm just laughing at this conversation still. Like,
I mean, like, how do you know if they're a vampire? Do blood come out their mouth? They got names? What's going on? I need to know. Y'all smart people. Come on, tell me what's going on.
I'd have to study a vampire to know that, and I've never had an opportunity nor a desire to.
But look, all I know is chakra can tell you things. Like, the people is not us. Like, you look at them, and the chakras is different. I'm not sure what those chakras mean, But I know, like, he turns on Prime Sight and he goes, "That's when I look at y'all, I see the, huh?" Let me roll that. Let me roll my chocolate sight. Smell like chocolate.
Now, are you doing Prime Sight or Mind Sight or Spirit Sight or what?
Prime Sight. He's just looking for the different magic juice in people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It'll let you know that that's different magic juice.
Yeah, no, you're right. You'll see the magic stuff that'll be different. You're right.
I got a success. Is there any different magic juice than the magic juice that I'm used to seeing, John?
Yep.
Oh shit!
Also, Papa Midnight's a whole mess of things.
Fuck me running. I should have did that first.
I'm sure you did that on Halloween.
Fucking you running sounds less practical than you fucking a vampire.
I'm not sure how that works.
Very, very difficultly, I would imagine.
No, I run and fuck at the same time. You can do it. It's not comfortable,
Oh, I'm sure.
but it can be done.
I'm sure. That just seems like a lot of cardio. Like,
When there is a will, there is a way.
Where there is an erection and a bet, there is a way. I don't know how to tell y'all this, but I know what y'all are. I don't know what y'all are. And I don't know what the hell he is. Lord Jesus. How y'all doing? People that are things I don't know.
Well, I've finished my bourbon, and I suppose I'm in the market for another now.
You can just, I mean,
Are we the reason you drank?
She looks over at Lily. I don't know if you saying we would be accurate. He looks back over at Dresser, raises an eyebrow.
She will not.
hey, I think I was just insulted with your eyes.
You what with my eyes?
I was just insulted with your eyeballs. I think you eyeballed at me something insinuational.
She'll lean forward. What if I gave you the evil eye? What if you're cursed now?
Look, I didn't.
Avalon just kind of smirks
You
and
just hoodooed at me, didn't you? I need some High John the Conqueror and Jesus. Did you hoodoo me?
She's going to grin at him, and take a bite out of the orange that was in her bourbon.
Why you made that look scary? That's not cool. Don't do that.
It's all right. We can fix whatever happened. It's okay.
I don't know what she did. She hoodooed me.
Figure it out. It's fine. We can fix it.
we can find out and then we can fix it.
Yes.
Daniel.
It'll be fine.
You're intelligent people who can fix it.
Okay,
What if
we're not just I am a Sahajiha. I know Hindu shit and Sanskrit and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what those two people are.
Look, it's fine. We can just look. It's fine. Just get you home or wherever. We can just check you out. It's fine. We have a lot of ways to do it.
She put some kind of hoodoo on me.
We'll
Fine,
figure it out. It's fine. It probably wasn't even you. It's fine.
The pretty ones always got superpowers. What
Dresser, you can come meet Inyar. It'll be fine.
pelvic sorcery?
That's
That's
not
what it's
done on you.
huh?
You're just fine, man. There was no hoodoo done on you.
She used some pelvic sorcery and then she bit an orange and looked at me. Something happened.
Wait, did you just call it pelvic sorcery?
It's pelvic. I know it is.
I
Look
didn't.
at it.
I didn't see her thrust her.
You're overreacting.
That's not pelvic sorcery.
You don't have to. Y'all are women. Y'all have different kinds of superpowers.
What the fuck? Are you, what? Wait, what?
That's right. Here I am. I got him for work.
Look, I'm trying to be a super pimp up in here, and people are biting oranges and being sexier than me and looking at me in ways that I'm not.
Wait, whoa, what does that sexier than you have to do with any of this? Why does that matter?
Well, normally I
Because
have
he
no
wants to be
penis.
the big bad penis in here.
Okay, one, let's not talk about the big bad penis. I'm one of the few penises in here, which means I'm probably the baddest. Okay, at least by like percentage.
I mean, you don't need a penis when you have a winning personality.
I
And then
have both.
that's her first attempt at a smile. It is so weird.
That looked like it just hurt your face. Did that hurt your face?
She goes back to her to the look in the overlay, and she'll say, "Yes, it hurt very much."
But look though, are y'all discounting the fact that these two fine motherfuckers? I mean, no disrespect. Y'all fine, but you're also something else. What is it?
I mean, I can agree that they're also aesthetically pleasing, but I mean,
She did the orange thing. That's some kind of pelvic sorcery.
okay, you keep
So
using
you an orange turns you on? Is that what you're saying? You want to see her nibbling on your little orange down there?
Okay, ain't nothing little or orange about that. I know I'm a little mixed and everything, but I'm saying, okay, it is the normal kind of shade. Okay, I promise. It's not like I'm half and half black, half white up top. I'm telling you, it's all good.
Also, I feel like you don't want to be nibbling on that.
Yeah, some people are into it.
Those people are wrong.
I mean, you're right. They are wrong, but
Now, I know I met a chick in Switzerland that was really good at the whole nibble thing. We call her nibble, and she could nibble, kind of thing. I'm serious. It's a whole kind of different thing. Ma'am, he looks at the girl, the woman who just bit the orange, and looked all extra freaky at him. He goes, "Ma'am,
Yes.
did you just put a root on me?"
She's not going to say anything, but she's just going to give him a very, very smug-looking smile.
I feel like it's the look in the GIF you have up, Shelby.
It's that exact look right there.
That's not even right. How's a man supposed to defend against that? I don't.
dress it.
I just forgot all my.
Dress it. If you're really worried about that, you can come over to my house and I'll run some tests and see if you're okay.
I can do my yoga, chantra, Pilates dance thing and find out if something's wrong with my sphincter. I'm just trying to find out from her if she pelvic sorcery with me. That's all I want to know. But she said smug at me, and I don't know what that means. I'm not reading her body language. Something's wrong. What's your name is anyway, ma'am? I'm dressed.
Wait, are you seriously trying to spit game?
No, I just want to know a goddamn name. It's just the second part is that.
What was up with that purr?
I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it's a reaction.
What the fuck?
Sometimes he purrs. It's weird. It's a problem.
You do not
Don't
ever
judge him.
come at me for how I talk then, ever.
Okay, you're all right. I won't do it again.
My name is Striga Giovanni, and I did not put a curse on you.
Thank you, Ms. Giovanni. It's Mrs. Giovanni.
Miss.
One dresser.
Oh my god, no.
Here.
Don't
Here's my card.
go in the direction I think you're going to go in.
Just saying, split ends. I do coloring. I'm just saying. I'm seeing you with a nice green ensemble. I can do that. I got the makeup to do it too. I'm serious. I like your nails too. Real tight.
Oh, thank you. I suppose I could use a new hairdresser.
That's how I do it. I'm just saying. It's a word of mouth. I might be a little crazy, a little socially overflowing, but I do get hair.
While he's saying he might be a little crazy, Miles just kind of like behind him, kind of raises his fingers up and then starts expanding the space between the fingers.
Nods at him like,
Hey, somebody, and you, ma'am, I remember you from the party. You saw me getting my buck on. You know what time it is. I'm just but
Are you no
saw plenty at that party. Yes.
I don't know why you was talking to that bird, but that's your own personal business. But I'm Dresser. It's very nice to meet you.
Avalon.
Yes. That's some kind of that's Spanish, right? That's from Spain. That's Spanish. You sound kind of Spanish. Yeah.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at him when he says that.
I think Avalon's a British name. What the fuck? What's that, French or Spanish?
I'm sorry, Google. I'm not Google.
Don't start assuming people's nationalities.
It was a pimp.
You're
Yes.
looking at a redhead and it's Spanish.
He goes, yeah. Probably do English. But look, I mean, I know what they are. I don't know what the fuck that guy is. Other than, like, huh?
He's Papa Midnight.
Yep, probably best not to ask. But are y'all werewolves like the other things I met?
Are you sure the other things you met were werewolves?
Yeah, because they were swole.
What the fuck? What kind of
It's process
what kind of function is that?
Look, I'm going off the internet, man. Look, it's extra swole. Look,
So did they have a one giant eyebrow going across their face?
Yeah, are you saying that anyone that has mad gains is a fucking werewolf on?
No, I'm saying, look, here's my theory. Okay, look, if you swole up all to be damned, that means you running around the woods and eating people and shit and being extra swole in the woods and stuff. But if you're extra small, like, you kind of, if you're vampire, it's not like you're going to get more muscle because you're dead. I'm just saying, it's a process of elimination.
Makes sense. It seems logical from a biological standpoint. However, as we've established, there's a lot of weird things biologically with the vampires.
What if someone was incredibly muscular before they died?
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in this logic.
What if the incredibly muscular werewolf got turned into a vampire? And then they were like something out of Underworld.
How you gonna blow my whole theory out of the water like that?
Because it wasn't a theory. It was a working hypothesis that you had yet to actually prove.
Look, I got names. I said, look, I got it on my notebook. One dude said he was like a leader warrior dude, and another one said he was a watcher dude, and another one, like, they wouldn't give me. I think they lied though.
I mean, if this is how you pull up on them, I can see why.
Well, I was like, hey man, y'all are weird. What are you? And they're like, we're werewolves. I was like, cool, don't eat me. And they was like, cool, we won't. And then they was like, I asked them for names and stuff. One dude says, we're a leader type. Another dude said another type. I think they was lying though. I think it might have been something to throw me off the scent. That's what it was.
It's because clearly they were lying about not wanting to eat you.
I know I'm tasty, right? No, but I was naked at the time, so I smelled like Badussi, so I think that might have been something that kind of saved me. I think the Badussi kept him away from me. I think it did.
I feel like if a naked man were to approach me and start talking about who or what I am, I would probably say whatever I had to do to get out of the general vicinity of that person.
No, at that point I had put pants back on. Like, the thing was, I had pants on, but they saw me naked before. I think it was intimidating.
The naked man looks.
Everything that moved?
I didn't fuck everything that moved. One dude was like, had a mustache, and I don't like mustache.
Fair.
I mean, I'm cool with whatever's got me in their mouth at that point until I feel the bristles, and then something clicks in my brain. I don't know what's going on with that. I've never been able to jump over that barrier. I've yet to reach that plateau, but I'm working on it. I'm starting with beards on the side beard, and I'm working my way to mustache, full on like.
What is a side? You mean mutton chops?
Yeah, I'm working with mutton chops first. I mean, that's not like in my whole field area. And then, and I'm working my way to the full on like mountain man. I think that once I get past the mutton chop, I'll progress. Baby steps.
We have all just learned a lot about you. Thank you.
Look, head is head. I'm just saying. Once it's in the mouth, it's just warm and wet. You know?
Again, I feel like this. I don't think that's a thing. I feel like that's just you.
That's the thing. I read about it in something, in a book. I read.
You really think some do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Okay. Look, I Googled it, okay? Google does not lie. It's Google.
Vacation lie.
Motherfucker. She just looks at Dresser.
Oh my god.
It's on the internet. How is it a lie?
People post lies on the internet all the time. I would hazard a guess that at least 90% of the internet is comprised entirely of lies.
That's bullshit. You just can't put lies on the internet. You don't got to vet that shit. There's a dude checking shit to see if it's true.
Nobody does. Nobody has that amount of time.
Lillian just types in some stuff. Dresser's phone just goes haywire. It just starts getting notifications, and it's just like, enjoy all of those.
What did you do to my phone? What did you do to my phone? I'm gonna steal your laptop. What?
I just think you text.
Come get it. Come get it.
Calm down.
That's why you're short. Take it back. Look.
Go ahead. You want to read about how the moon landings were faked?
God, they're faked. It's on the internet. It's right here. It was fake. We got evidence.
Do you want to hear about how the Earth is flat, or a tetrahedron, or
of course the Earth is flat.
dinosaur?
I mean, how does the sun shine down if the Earth ain't flat? Come on, dog. I'm joking.
Okay, how do you explain it tonight anywhere else?
I'm joking. I know that one's fake. I'm not dumb.
Yeah, good.
Exactly.
Okay, I might be a little excited.
I feel like you overreached a little bit there.
Okay, that one.
Multiple lies.
I went a little too far on that one. My bad on the internet thing, but I'm sure that most of it's real.
Nah.
I don't know. On top of that, there's all kinds of things about denials of some of the most important parts of history, outright misrepresentations of current events.
But if you type in pelvic sorcery, that's going to be a thing.
There are people on the internet who say that Holocaust never happened.
Yes, also if you type in pelvic sorcery, you get incredible amounts of porn. Don't look at that.
Well, I'm just saying, vaginas have superpowers. Ask a woman. They do have superpowers.
They are magical.
Lillian just stands there looking at Dresser as he just told him, ask a woman.
Have you ever been in one? You can't call that shit that's butt magic, bro.
One would think that everybody had been in one at one point in their life.
I don't assume. I don't assume. I don't assume. I don't.
There are those who are born by C-section. They may have missed out on it.
What section is that? Is that over on 38? Is that what is that? Is that a whole neighborhood like that, or? No?
Oh. Look it up on the internet.
Turn safe search off.
Okay, that is never a good idea. There's one girl who I was getting with told me to never do that.
Wait, are you actually trying to Google pelvic sorcery? Because I already did. It's porn.
No, it's not porn. No, it's not. It's a real thing.
No, I mean it is a real thing on Pornhub, X videos, X Hamster.
No. Pelvic sorcery. Because vaginas can make you do very, very dumb things with their magic.
That's a thing. Heavy R, don't go to Heavy R ever.
What are you talking about? Why does this shit sound like shit I'm not even into?
I'm telling you what's in the I'm telling you what's on the fucking internet when you Google pelvic sorcery. Girl uses pelvic sorcery to enslave that dick. Girl uses pelvic sorcery to take multiple dicks in DP. Girl uses pelvic sorcery and becomes massive slut. The list goes on and on.
When I did that, I didn't even need no pepper surgery.
Maybe you should have tried some.
But look, I'm sorry. I probably interrupted whatever y'all was doing. I don't remember what y'all was doing, and I'm kind of sorry a little bit because I might have taken the conversation to a place that we all weren't ready for.
I was perfectly prepared for it. I had links and everything.
Well, we'll be ready for anything now.
But Avalon, in Spain, like you from, I mean, do they have bars? Do they have bars like this? I mean, and she's Giovanni, so she got to be Spanish too. I'm just playing. I know it's Italian. I'm just playing.
He just stares at him. I am not from Spain.
Well, if I fuck up enough, you might get mad at me and tell me where you are from.
I feel like that's not how that works.
That is how that works.
I'm technically from the great state of Louisiana.
Oh, well, okay then. She said technically.
I was born in Abita Springs. You know, the city where that brewery is from.
Okay, cool. Hey, y'all, Doc, Lily, Bounty, this place belonged to somebody else.
Yes.
Yep.
Don't do the thing here. Get that kickback.
Wasn't planning on it.
I got that kickback.
Look, you are the one that has had the least chill.
I have chill.
No, you don't.
I'm the coolest cat. Both of us know.
Dresser, I am pretty sure that the concept of chill is anathema to you.
I can't even spell that. He looks at Avalon and goes, "Hey, I do hair. I'm just saying, I got a card. There you go. Check that out."
Do you?
Monty, I'm not fucking with you. You gonna put some kind of root on me? I know it. Halfway through the process. But look, something serious is going on. I don't know what it is. Like I got a little tipsy before I showed up. But y'all heard about what's going on in these streets, though?
Heard something about someone
Well,
near to death.
Yeah, funny. Just saying, watch out. Shit get real out there.
there are all kinds of things going on.
Miss Giovanni, stop looking at me like that. I know you. I can feel your hatred on the back of my neck.
Stop looking at you like what?
Doing it again. Doing it again.
Come over her teeth as she just kind of chuckles at the exchange between those two.
She's moved on to tying a knot in the cherry stem with her tongue.
Okay, even Lillian kind of stops and is like, wait, oh shit.
Jester pulls up a napkin and he writes, and the Swiss judge gives her a 7. Okay, guys, judge, come on, get those pens out. I got a 7.
Oh, well, we're actually doing this? Okay, hold on. Shelby, how long did it take Striga to actually do that?
Probably not terribly long. It's more like idly chewing on fruit in ways that makes him slightly uncomfortable.
Okay. Lillian will actually go and inspect the knot that Striga made. She's actually getting serious about this.
It's a very tight knot. She'll stick out her tongue with the cherry on it so that the judges can properly examine.
Okay.
I'm going with a 7 because of length of time and no actual really cool sounds or innuendo with the eyeballs. That's what I'm saying. 7. Difficulty was good.
That is precisely why I'm going to give it a higher rating. She was able to do it casually with a tight knot. And a reasonable amount of time. We're going with an 8.5.
Avalon?
Well, I mean, she did do it fairly quickly and discreetly. I'll give her a 9.
Really? A 9? No facial expression? No swag, nothing, and she gets a 9?
I mean, if I heard her sucking everything and all that, I would have given her a lower score, but that's me.
I'd give her a higher because I like to do more.
She'll hold out the other cherry.
Oh no, hold on. The doc has to put his vote in. Doc.
I mean, if you'd not like to meet the challenge, that's perfectly acceptable.
Ooh.
You do the same thing if you are going to score her so low.
You really want to do this?
Are you frightened that you're not enough of a cunning linguist to do so?
Oh.
I will have you speaking in tongues, girl. I will have you speaking in tongues. Let's get the other scores from the other judges. Doc and Bonte have not put in yet.
I'll give it a 7.5. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm gonna give her a 9 for it.
Okay.
Sometimes it's good to be able to just do it without having to need the attention for it.
Okay. So, all right. So we're going on discretion, tightness of knot, and length of time. These are the things we're judging on?
Those are our categories. Let's see it, Chakras.
All right. I'm going to need some cherries.
Probably ask the bartender nicely then.
Papa Midnight'll bring some over.
He looks at him and goes, 6 should do. Hey, John, I'm about to take some Paradox because fucking magic.
Oh, shit. That's cheating. That's definitely cheating.
Using it
My
in somebody
name
else's place without permission? Oh.
What's a little Paradox between homies?
Dex boost specialty tongue.
Look, ain't nobody tell you to discuss these types of things. Okay? No, I'm gonna use life magic and get split my tongue into 6 different pieces so that I can tie 6 different knots at once in my mouth.
I feel like this is magic enhancing abilities.
I do too. I'm going to use life magic. Let me roll this. First, I'm gonna use life because gay life. Y'all are mean. Y'all making me use stuff to get paradox because y'all want to do
No one
all
made
sorts.
you though.
Be quiet. I was challenged by an Italian woman. This is terrible. A broken finger too. This is messed up. Watch me botch. This will be awesome. Okay, I got a success. So what is the normal difficulty, John?
Let's see. It's going to be altering your shape is a standard feat. I believe that's life 2, 3. Alter self is a 3. So
It's purely cosmetic, so it's only 2.
I wouldn't think that's just like cosmetic though, because you're actually like splitting your tongue, aren't you?
Oh yeah, you're right. Cool. I got 1 success. It's only got to last a second.
yeah, you'll get 1 turn out of it. Or 1 round.
So now, Dex plus athletics.
Yes.
Does Daredevil count? Yes or no?
No.
Damn you. Damn you to hell, man.
There's not really an inherent risk to what you're doing.
I have to tie my tongue in that dog. It could be a thing. I got 2 successful. I accomplished it, sir.
Well, it's 2 successes with the willpower, so you are successful.
He pops him in his mouth and he cocks his head to the left and to the right, and then he sticks his tongue. He puts his he then spits 6 individual tied cherry stems back into the glass.
Striga will hold up a sign that has a 10-digit number in it with 2 dashes. Looks suspiciously like an area code followed by other numbers.
It goes 2 snap.
Lillian looks at that and is like, "Oh shit! I believe that is the only number you need." I abstain.
Just saying. This is my stilo.
She'll slide the paper over to him and lean over, and she's going to whisper, "If you want an answer to your question about vampires and sex, give me a call." And then she's going to stand up. However, it's been a lovely evening. It was very nice meeting all of you, but I have some business to attend to elsewhere. And with that, she's going to see herself out.
I don't know what just happened.
As she does pop a midnight, we'll say, I think you should consider stopping back as well, as we should discuss some other business. The other side is a strange place too. If we are going to walk there, it's good to know who we might run into.
She'll nod. That sounds like something I could certainly help with. I'll be back soon.
He will show you to the door then. Just, politely walk you out. And then he turns back to the rest of the group and he says, "This is what the Crossroads is about. Meetings. Taking different paths."
I don't know what just happened, but I like it.
Good meeting.
Dresser's actually quiet for like 10 whole minutes. He just doesn't say anything.
Lillian times it.
He just stares. He just stares at the number.
You okay, Grisser?
He goes, like my yogi
Time.
taught me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like my yogi said, sometimes when you accomplish something, it's good. And sometimes when you accomplish something, it's bad. This would be one of those instances that I don't know which one it is.
There is only one way to find out.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I think she might have been a vampire.
I mean, if she was, there's only one way to find out.
It stands to reason with set upon leaving, does it not?
Hey, you ain't never met a vampire, have you, Evelyn?
I've never met a vampire. I do not know.
I said, Avalon. I said, Avalon, you ain't never met a vampire, have you?
That out of character, I couldn't hear you.
Listen, you've never met a vampire, have you, Avalon?
I may have.
Well, I'm just saying. I'll let you know what happened.
I'll be interested to find out. Chuckles.
Why do I think she knows something that I don't know?
It's the
I know
pelvic
many
magic.
things.
Really? Now it's real. Now the pelvic magic's real.
No, it's
Hunter
not.
just laughs.
It's just you.
She likes threesome. Is there anything else?
It does make me wonder, though. If they're already dead, would it still count?
You might have found a loophole in your superpower.
Perhaps that's why I know her family already.
This is like, I'm gonna go down there and cause some trouble. Anybody come with me?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to make sure you don't get kicked out.
What could possibly happen? What
There,
could possibly happen?
bruh.
I didn't think you said those types of things, Lily.
I go on the internet.
You know what the kids are saying these days?
So-
Something about Leeds and Uber something or others.
I'm not from the 90s. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the internet. There's too many people here to talk to.
Dresser has the stogie in his hand like a pimp that he wishes he was, and he straightens out his dreadlocks, ties them back, like, oh yeah. Starts walking.
I'm going to make sure he doesn't get kicked out. She'll write down her phone number and for the doctor and say, if either of you need to contact me.
The doctor will reach into his jacket pocket and pull out a business card, hand it to her. Likewise.
Thank you, kindly.
I'm about to show out.
I believe the turn is. I need everyone to forgive my language, for I'm going to use a very sensitive word. Is that okay with everyone?
As long as it ain't that word.
Okay, yeah, no, it was going to be stunt on those words.
Already. John, is there debauchery going on downstairs?
There would be of various sorts: drinking, gambling, whoring.
Now, this is the point in the thing where we have to decide if we're going to fade to black or not.
You should probably fade to black.
We should most assuredly fade to black at this point, because it's about to get naughty up in her.
Then Lillian's just going to be sitting there confused in the corner, like, what?
The doctor's just taking notes because he didn't know people could like bend that way and not separate things.
Dresser is going to show out. He does not care at this point.
All right, so Dresser heads downstairs, not to be seen for the rest of the night.
I will engage in my extreme king.
Oh, no.
I got flaws, baby.
Shit, y'all, do we want to end it here?
Does anybody else have anything they wish to do?
I think I'm okay. I'm getting kind of tired, honestly.
I'm good for now, I think.
All right. Well, then, up at midnight, we'll show everybody to the door. And as everyone's leaving, he says, I appreciate everyone visiting this evening. The Crossroads is definitely a better place when there is company.
Avalon will leave him one of her cards because I know she gave everybody else one at the end of the pond very soon.
It is also most enjoyable meeting when people restrain themselves from using their particular gifts or appetites. I'm impressed. There are many who are not a fan of my kin. Unfortunately, they have high tempers and tend to get violent. The courtesy that was shown when they came up in discussion was much appreciated. I do hope to enjoy all of your company again in the future. To that end, tonight's tab will be on the house.
Did you hear that, Dresser? It's on the house. Oh my god, I don't think you're supposed to do that with the credit card.
Those cheeks are for sliding. Like that.
No, they're not.
Can't confirm. I'm a doctor. They were not meant for sliding.
I might not want to touch that again later.
Then he will just kind of show everybody out and thank them, and I think we'll wrap it up there then, unless anyone has anything else. All right. Well, then this has been an open scene for the Shadows of New Orleans. Thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching. We look forward to seeing you another night.